Alright guys, so let's talk about what the state of Summonzon is in Season 5. So let's pretend I'm level 97, I'm 93, but if I was 97, you can see from here, that's a maxed out skill. I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, ignore that, that doesn't, your soft points work for you, your hard points work for decoy, so you don't need to do that. 4, 5 skills you can max out with the traditional physical bow is online, right? And then your passives. Well, if you have 5 skills to max out, why in any build, unless you're doing it specifically because I want to run multi-shot Season 2 style, would you not use decoys and Valkyries on any build? I mean, seriously. I get if you want to run multi-shot. You know, you do the multi-shot, what do you traditionally do? You either get some sort of magic arrow, guided arrow buff, so you can deal with single target, and you dump into either evade or dodge because they're decent passives, and, you know, whatever you need for pierce, your critical strike, you know, you have plus 7, 8, 9 skills generally, even with damage gear. It's like you don't need that many points into these things. So where does Summonzon, Strafezon, Multi-Shot-Zon, where does it end? Start, begin? Because everyone, I think, should be technically some sort of summoner hybrid at this point. These Valkyries are so good, I mean, they'll one-shot things on their own, and that's not their main purpose. They're there to do tankiness, and they do insane damage. They really do. They're so safe. Even multi-shot Zons, if you're not dumping into Valkyrie and just sacrificing some damage to get that third Valkyrie for that extra bit of safety, you're just doing that for style points and, you know, 6-minute clear speeds. You know, take the 8-minute clear speed with some safety, in my opinion, but even then, why would you still not use decoys? I mean, you don't need to have, like I do, 99 FCR. Like, that was very loud. That feels really good, right? But if I dump a bunch of FCR off and drop all the way down to, like, the 48 breakpoint, that's probably good for some of you. I know for, like, hardcore Summonzon players like me, you know, you want that high breakpoint because it feels so nice, but you don't need to spec that way. That's just how I've built it. And a lot of people have said, hey, I don't like doing that. You can't get 32 or 48 FCR on your gear. You can't sacrifice that on your corruptions for the safety of decoys and Valkyrie. I mean, I think you should, even as a multi-shot Zon. So it's like, unless you want the 10 max damage Grand Charms, because you're just, like I said, I keep repeating myself, you want to run multi-shot, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, because you're probably using a High Lord. You can get 2 on your bow, 5, 6. We're not using wisps anymore, but even if you were, 7, 8. And then honestly, you can sacrifice, again, the damage just a little bit. Maybe not use a giant skull, use a 2 or 3 socket Valkyrie helm, right? Get the 2 Amazon skills right there. You should have 10 skills to get that third Valkyrie, even if you're not using any summon Grand Charms. So I'm struggling to find a build, like I said, unless you're just stylistically ignoring them, where you don't want to use Valkyries and decoys. So the state of Season 5 Summonzon is everyone's a Summonzon, or should be. And the best part is you don't even need to use the Demon Machine anymore. You really don't. I mean, Strafe is good on its own, but now it gets the 10% Penetrate buff, which was my dump skill anyway. I just had nothing else to put points in, so I dumped it into Penetrate, and now they've made that a synergy. You can run, because of the damage buffs to bows, the damage buff to Strafe, just about any bow you want. The Demon Machine is still the best. It still is for clear speed. But if a Strafezon wants to run, you know, Eagle Horn, or the new Mist Bow, which is a wonderful option, by the way, great budget option. I know it's less than a high rune to build, guys. And it gives you the extra aura early. You don't need to, you know, wait and get a beast or something and dump all your runes into a burr. You can just get a mist, and that'll be enough to buff your summons early on to really get you into tier 3 maps very quickly. You can use even just a Wind Force. You'd be surprised what a Wind Force is doing with Strafe right now. And let's not forget all of the changes to crafted bows and rare bows. You know, this is going to be a stupidly easy class, and I see why people have kind of come back to it, and it's up on the polls again, because it is going to be like the Summon Strafe hybrid that I run. If you use even just the Valkyries, you don't need to use the decoys. This is going to be so safe. It's going to be fairly quick. It's going to be easy to gear out. It's going to be fun to GG gear out. I mean, I know I have a love obsession with the Bozon, Strafezon, Hybrid-Zon, Summon Hybrid, and I kind of don't like the fact that they've hybrided this out so much that everyone should be a Summonzon, but it is still kind of cool. And if you're looking at this class, like I said, think about it. Test it out. Even if you run multi-shot, fuck Guided Arrow, fuck Magic Arrow. Don't run those. Get the Valkyries. Just get an Act 5 Merc with like a Cyclopean, or put on an Atmas, or have a Witch Wild on swap. You know, do whatever you want to get physical immunes out of the way, but I don't think you need to spend the points on this. You know, it's one of those weird things where before, if I told people I wanted to deal with physical immunes, like when I ran my Mavzon, they were like, that's stupid, just run maps, or cold immunes, just run maps without your immunes. And then you say, hey, there's other ways to deal with immunes. You can just ignore them if you want. Then people say, well, I don't want to ignore immunes. So there's no winning with that, apparently. I thought it was just me who dealt with that, but apparently it's everybody. But either way, there's just so much versatility here. I'm not sure why you wouldn't always be a Summonzon. So if you're running Boazon, you're going to find out real quick. Welcome to the Summonzon class. You are going to be playing one eventually, because you're going to use the Valkyries, and I bet you if you can even find just a little bit of FCR, you'll want to use the decoys too. So that's it, guys. Sorry for the bad sound quality and, you know, lack of a script, but I just had a half hour to get a video in, and I wanted to do it because my brain is melting dealing with caseloads. So I will hopefully see you all in a few weeks after we figure out if this job keeps melting my brain. See you later.